Okay, let's rock some hose pulls. Put your hand through the loop. All right, after you got your bands linked together, I recommend linking bands together so you get a great variability in band strength so you can really stretch this out. Go and hook it on there. Opposite hand goes underneath. You're loading over top. Now you make sure you get some rotation involved with it because as you pull up, I'm pulling through. Now my right arm is doing most of the pulling. Left arm is assisting as needed. And I'm really gonna make sure I get through a full range of motion while I'm doing hose pulls. Guys, hose pulls are gonna rock your mid-back, but you're also gonna notice they're gonna be a great hip exercise, great flexibility exercise for your hips, especially if you get some rotation involved with it. Get your hose pulls going. Time to get after your posterior chain, and what we're gonna do is some hip attached straight leg deadlifts. You're gonna notice over here, I've got my band attached to my bar. All right, I'm gonna step into that. I'm gonna make sure it's placed at my hips. You're gonna notice the angle is a little bit down, so it's pulling me back a little bit. So when we go into the straight leg deadlift portion of our exercise, it's really driving me down. We're gonna take a second band. This is why you always wanna have additional band strength around. We're gonna put it underneath our arch of our feet. And you got a couple of options here. You can grab the loops with your hands, or you can slide your hands through the loops. That way it's hooked onto your wrist and you don't have to worry about your grip strength failing you. We're going straight leg deadlifts, guys. Now, I'm getting a horizontal vector force, which is gonna really drive me back into that good hip hinge. And I've got a vertical vector force that I gotta pull against. Posterior chain is gonna absolutely get on fire with this exercise, guys. And you're gonna love it because look at the flexibility, look at the power you gotta generate through both in a horizontal fashion, but as well as a vertical fashion. Straight leg deadlifts. Hook up a band to your hips. Let's go ahead and get after it. Okay, let's rock some crossover setup squats. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get into your crossover setup, lock yourself in, all right? You make sure, crossing it over. Now here's the key to getting into it. Make sure you push the band down to your foot and bring your foot up, all right? So you wanna go ahead and push down and bring your foot up and step into it. That's much easier to do than going ahead and bending over and hooking it on your foot. So step it down and step it in, all right? We're ready to go. We're gonna knock it out. I like the stool back there because it gives me a good depth perception. Hands gotta get up here. We're dropping down, we're coming back up. This is a great squat exercise, all right, to do in a 1 minute fashion to really load the system and keep tension on the system for a long time. You wanna add a little bit more, take that third band, step onto it, put yourself into a rack position with it as well, and now you can really load the system. And being honest with you, this is a really easy system to get into. When you rest, drop it down. Hey, if you want, and you take it a minute, you can hook it over. If you unhook it, hook it so that it comes over top of your foot. So now, recover, tension is off the system. When you're ready to go ahead and get onto your next system, it'll take you about 15 seconds. Hook it in, and you're ready to go. If you want to go ahead and load this one on up as well, you want to go ahead, just put yourself in there, get it onto your feet, bring it up to your shoulders, up you come, and you're ready to go. 1 minute. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna love how this goes ahead and loads you up, but you need some bands to be able to do it, all right? And preferably, you're gonna need to go a little heavier. Enjoy some crossover squats. Key to push-ups and getting the most out of them is making sure you're doing it well. That's why I like assisted push-ups. All right, I'm gonna show you a unique setup that you can go with assisted push-ups. Actually, I'm gonna show you a couple of combinations of them. You're gonna see, first of all, I got my band utility strap hooked up onto my door. It's important that I hook it up in a high position so that I get the assistance more in a vertical fashion than a horizontal fashion. First setup you can go ahead and do, and you've seen me do this before, is just hook it into your waist. All right, take yourself down, and you've got your assisted push-ups right there. All the way down, all the way up. Now, that assistance is gonna help the person that has a little bit of weakness to their core, and that's the reason their push-ups struggle. Now, if you've got shoulder blade weakness and stability issues, meaning your shoulder blades just don't hold you and stabilize well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a black band and hook it into the purple band. From there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a simple harness. I'm just going to hook this hand through, and I'm going to hook this hand through. Now the assistance is going to be on to my shoulder girdle. I'm going to go down into the same push-up position, and I'm going to go all the way down, all the way up. Now, why do I want to do assisted push-ups if I'm really strong with them? Well, here's the deal. I want to put the body under tension for a long period of time. Now, some of you may be able to go ahead and do regular active push-ups. That's awesome. Go ahead and do that. But if you can't and you want to do push-ups for a longer period of time, assistance is a great way to do it. Now, for you guys that are way overachievers and you want to really rock your push-ups under some serious tension, take the band loose, hook the hand around one end, hook the hand around the other, and put yourself down. And now we're going to rock 1 minute push-ups against resistance. All right? I'm telling you, those are brutal. But you're going to find them very effective, especially at developing that locking out and stabilization at the end, which a lot of push-up people lack. So there you go. You got multiple variations to go ahead and do push-ups. There's no reason now you can't do them. Go ahead, assist yourself, resist yourself, or just do them actively, however you want to do it.